Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Namrata, studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, EC branch. Today I am going to discuss about the topic while loop. Introduction to while loop. A while loop is a control flow statement that allows code to execute repeatedly based on a given Boolean condition. It continues to execute as long as the specified condition evaluates to true. While loops are commonly used for tasks that require repeated action until a certain condition is met. Syntax of while loop. The basic syntax of while loop consists of keyword while followed by a condition in parentheses. The code block to execute repeatedly is enclosed within curly braces. Proper indentation is curiously for readability and understanding of while loop scope. Working of while loop. When the program execution reaches a while loop, it first evaluates the condition. If the condition is true, the code block inside the loop is executed. This process repeats until the condition evaluates to false. Example of while loop. Consider a simple example that prints number from 1 to 5. The loop starts with an initial value and increments it until reaches the desired limit. They illustrate how the while loop can control the flow based on a variable's value. Infinite while loop. An infinite while loop occurs when the condition always evaluates to true. This can lead to a program that never terminates unless external interpret. Careful management of loop condition is essential to avoid infinite loops. Breaking out of while loops. The break statement that can be used to execute while loop permanently. This is useful for terminating a loop based on specific condition that may arise during execution. Using break statement can enhance control over loop behavior in complex scenarios. Continuing to the next iteration. The continue statement allows the loop to skip the current iteration and proceed to the next one. This is useful when certain condition should bypass the remaining code in the loop for that iteration. By using continue, we can focus processing on relevant data value, ignoring unnecessary elements. Nested while loop. A nested while loop is a while loop placed inside another while loop. This structure allows more complex iteration and is useful for multi-dimensional data processing. Care must be taken to ensure that the inner loop has its own termination condition to avoid infinite loops. While loop versus for loop. While loop and for loop are both used for iteration but serve different purpose. While loop are typically used when the number of iteration is known in advance. For loop are generally more convinced when iteration are over a known range of collection. Common use cases for while loop. While loop are often used for reading data until end the file is reached. They are also effective for user input validation, allowing repeated promotes until valid input is provided. In game development, while loops control the main game loop for ongoing gameplay. Performance consideration. While loop can impact performance if not managed correctly, especially with high iteration counts. Always ensure that the condition will eventually evaluate to false to prevent excessive CPU usage. Profiling and testing are essential to optimize the implementation of while loops. Errors handling in while loops. Implementation error handling within while loops is more important for robots application. Using try catch blocks can prevent the program from crashing during unexpected error. This allows for graceful exit or retires in the loop as necessary. Best practice for while loops. Always initialize loop control variables before entering the loop. Clearly define the exit condition to prevent infinite loops. Keep the code inside the loop simple and focus on a single task for better readability. Real world example. While loop are used in web application for session management and user authorization. In data analysis, while loop can iterate through dataset for processing or cleaning. Robotics often employs while loop to control sensor reading until a specific condition is met. Debugging while loop. Debugging while loop may involve checking loop condition and variable state. Use print statement or debugging tool to trace the flow of execution. Identifying the cause of infinite loop is crucial to resolve potential issues efficiently. Conclusion. While loop are fundamental programming construct that provide powerful control over code execution. Understanding their syntax, usage, and potential pitfalls is essential for effective programming.